All right, hey everyone. It's Monday, June the 12th, the year 2017, and I took a note to try to reach out to Gary Franchi to do an updated Schaeffer Cox interview. And with this video right here, he did one back in April of 2014. It's called Liberty Advocate Framed by the FBI, the Schaeffer Cox story. So he's already done a video on Schaeffer Cox about 3 years ago, over 3 years ago. If you go to his website, Next News Network, there's no place on here to send an email. There's no place for contact that I can find. There is Who is Gary Franchi section. It talks about he was a colleague of Aaron Russo who made Freedom to Fascism. He's got his picture taken with Ron Paul. But there's nowhere to send him an email that I can find. So I don't have Facebook, right? My wife is more of a Facebook channel. But, you know, we also have that video that's going viral. It's got nearly 110,000 views now. And we also have the public endorsement by Larry Pratt. So we want to capitalize on this, especially just before Schaeffer appeal, right? His appeal's coming up. And so it's very important that we make Schaeffer's case as viral as possible so everybody pays attention to his appeal and the judge knows that there's a lot of people paying attention to how he rules on Schaeffer's appeal. Now, if I go to Next News Network and click on About, right, there's a section here called View Email Address. So I'm going to do that while you guys are watching. I'm not a robot. Okay, I'm going to submit. All right, so Gary at rtr.org. So what I'm going to do is I've already got my email, but I want to read it to you and then I'll send it. So I'm going to send it to Gary at rtr.org. Hello, Mr. Franchi. First, thank you for doing a fair piece on Schaeffer Cox back in April of 2014. Schaeffer is currently fighting his appeal, and Schaeffer has a growing number of supporters that would like you to do an update on his case. The timing certainly seems right with Schaeffer's appeal just around the corner. Larry Pratt with Gun Owners of America has recently released a public statement supporting a presidential pardon for Schaeffer Cox. I should say supporting Schaeffer's innocence and a presidential pardon for Schaeffer Cox. We also have Ray Southwell in Alaska writing some very detailed reports on how Schaeffer was set up by the same prosecutors who got a false conviction on U.S. Senator Ted Stevens. Schaeffer is facing 17 more years in prison if he doesn't win his appeal. Any assistance you can provide in making noise and shining light would be greatly appreciated. Some ideas are to interview Michael Badnarik or Larry Pratt or Ray Southwell for an update to, I should put Schaeffer's case. If any of those three gentlemen are not available for a Schaeffer Cox interview, we will find someone who will do it. I communicate with Schaeffer I can't even type regularly. Come on, Rudy. And know the details of his case. Some additional resources are below. I give him WhoFrameSchaefferCox.com, Year of Jubilee. I remind him of the piece that he did over 3 years ago. Americans now being jailed for thought crimes, which has over 110,000 views now just in the last few days. I talk about how Al Jazeera investigates informants, and I said how Al Jazeera is exposing entrapment in the Muslim community. Who is exposing government entrapment in the Christian community? I give him the Liberty speech, Reclaiming Liberty. Schaeffer recently wrote a letter from prison about his torturous treatment in an experimental CMU ward of the prison run by the CIA, where he has not been allowed to communicate with the outside world for 3.5 years. I send the letter to Ruth. That's very heart-wrenching. You know what I should do is I'll put the 2 links in here where he writes a letter to his daughter and his son. I give him the playlist that has over 700, nearly 800 videos, and then the link that Larry Pratt wrote, the article that Larry Pratt wrote. And then I give him the address that he can write Schaeffer Cox a letter in prison. And then I say, if you have any questions, send an email to ruddavs@yahoo.com or call me at this number. So we are doing our best to reach out to Gary Franchi. I don't know any other way to reach out to him. His Next News website does not have any contact button, and the only way I know how to contact him is to send an email to Gary at rtr.org, which I will do. So God bless every one of you. Have a great day. And we will get this off to Gary. And if you can send an email as well, that'll even be better. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh. The last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. Educate yourself about jury nullification at fija.org, F-I-J-A.org. Thank you.